Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United and Leeds fans. It's a review of the FA Cup. We're into the fifth round. We're into the hat for the fifth round. We now play Chelsea. We know that we're playing Chelsea, a Stamford Bridge game. We travel to London. Old scores to settle for some Leeds fans, I'm sure. The old rival Chelsea we travel to on the 28th of February. It's a Wednesday night for some reason. I don't know why. Usually the FA Cup games are played on a weekend. Not this time. It's a Wednesday evening, so you better get on to booking.com or something like that and book your hotels or stayovers for the Chelsea game. Or stay at the ground. I think they still have a hotel, don't they, at Chelsea? So we're travelling to Chelsea, but we're looking at last night, how we got to play Chelsea, the fourth round replay win against Plymouth at Home Park, which happened last night as of recording. And Leeds, we were dominating this game. We were fully in control. I felt fully in control, and I felt like we deserved it. I think any Plymouth fans watching, everybody's welcome. I think you've probably got to concede that, yeah, we were definitely the better team. It is Leeds United, and they do have lapses in concentration. We've seen that for their goal, but ultimately we were well in control of this. If you look back at the start of the game, the starting 11 came out. It was 5 changes from the Bristol City game. From the league win on Friday night in Bristol, and the most sort of notable one, if you like, was probably Mateo Joseph started in leading the line in the striker position, in the lone striker position. I thought he did really well. Let me know your comments on your thoughts on Mateo and how he played in the comments there below. I thought he did really well. It was his first start for the club. We've seen him a handful of times in the Championship, coming on for the last knock-ins of games. Really hasn't really had that many minutes, but he got from the start this time, and I thought he did really well. I thought he did really well. He was putting himself about a lot. Got the chance in the first sort of 15 minutes or so. Was it hitting the bar? Well, it was a good save from the keeper, wasn't it? To be fair, fingertips onto the bar, stopped him scoring his first goal for the club. But ultimately, I thought he played really well. I think he played, 71 minutes of the game. I thought he looked really good, and it's a good option to have, again, and we were dominating that game, though, right from the very off. I think Plymouth's best chances were on the break, which they did actually nearly catch us out, didn't they? Down that, I thought Firpo was just maybe a little bit off, if anybody was, but I don't think he played badly. I think he got caught out down our left hand side, and the cross came in. Byron made a really, really important sort of interception, and that was key, because if he doesn't make that, it's 1-0 to Plymouth, and then it might turn into a frustrating evening for Leeds, because then we're chasing the game. We all know, we've seen it previous in the earlier on in the season, how Leeds can really struggle against teams such as Plymouth. Sort of ilk, no disrespect to them. And it could have turned out a really difficult game. As it was frustrating. We couldn't get the opening goal. Yol Peru had a chance as well, which I think again the keeper tipped onto the bar. Perot again, like Firpo, I just don't think he didn't play that well, did he really? He was a bit of a passenger again, like we've seen for most of his performances, to be fair, in a Leeds United shirt, generally. But he obviously has his moments. Obviously lost his place recently to Bamford, so what can you do? But this was his opportunity to impress Daniel Farke. I don't think he really would have put himself forward really for a start on Saturday, but maybe, I don't know. But I would have thought Jorginho Ruta gets that call for the number 10 position on Saturday. But we just couldn't break them down, and it ends 0-0 at half time, and it's frustrating, because Leeds United have had most of the ball. We've had a lot of the shots on goal, hit the bar twice, come close, and just couldn't finish it. And you felt like the first goal would open up something of a goal glut, and it did in the end, but it took longer than I think a lot of us probably would have liked and anticipated, and the players probably didn't really. I mean, they'll play it because they have to, but if you'd have asked them, yeah, get it wrapped up within 90 minutes. We don't really want to play an extra half an hour. They had to, but on 66 minutes, Willie Gnonto had sort of been in and out the game. Really started to impose himself in the second half. I felt like Leeds were in control in the first half, but the second half we just went like that, and it just seemed to click, and we just were like suffocating Plymouth basically with a lot of attacks, a lot of pressure in their penalty box in and around it, and eventually the pressure told. Mateo Joseph was involved again in the first goal, but yeah, obviously this happened.
To Gnonto, who's in the D. Oh, what a goal! What a goal from Gnonto!
1-0, Willie Gnonto on the 66th minute, his second in as many games. Looks like he's got his mojo back again. There was wild celebrations again. It was in front of the travelling Leeds United fans as it was on Friday night at Bristol, pumping his chest, tapping the badge on his chest. Wild celebration behind the goal. Everybody's happy for Willie every time he scores now. I think that the summer has been banished, and let's get on. We're all Leeds, aren't we? And support him. He's scoring goals again. Smile on his face. That's what we want to see, because that's the lad we saw last season. That's what we want. Scoring goals, enjoying his football. Looks like we've got an confident Willie Gnonto again, so that's absolutely fantastic for everybody in this particular game. Looked like it really got our stronghold back stronghold again in terms of the scoreline as well. And you didn't really see Leeds United losing this game, or even Plymouth coming back into it the longer it went on. Like I said, Archie Gray came on in the 71st minute along with Joe Gelhardt. Just a word on Joffrey. I thought he played really, really well. I hope that gives him a little bit of confidence going forward, because he's obviously been lacking it. Not much game time. There's been constant rumours of him going out on loan in the January transfer window. Obviously, it didn't happen. Daniel Farke wants to keep him around, and if he plays a little bit like he did in the final 20 minutes and the extra time period, then why not? He can give us something else. And it was a little bit reminiscent of what we'd seen from him in the Premier League years that he'd been playing for us, and something a little bit different, very combative, and plays behind the striker, can give us an option, and it was good to see him play well. But then just as you're thinking, Leeds have kind of got it sussed and sort of calmed the Plymouth and got it in a difficult situation, because let's be honest, it was a horrendous evening down there last night. Wind swirling, the rain pouring, the muddy ground, obviously the pitch churning up, horrendous conditions. Our white shirts were basically brown, weren't they, come the end of it, a lot of the lads. Unbelievable, but they don't look any like scoring at all. And then typical Leeds United, this one happens.
In by Whittaker. Mellier's come across into the middle, bundled into the back of the net, and Plymouth Argyle have again equalised.
Ridiculous. It was a ridiculous goal to give away, this silly free kick, and in the wind and the swirling rain and everything, they're just going to lump it in the box. To be fair, they did well to keep it alive. Phillips at the back stick. Meslier goes to meet him, doesn't get there, and then Galloway's there to just get some kind of his body on the ball, and it's going to go in the net, which it did. That's it on the 78th minute, and they've got a goal from absolutely nowhere, like they did at Ellen Road in the original tie. Similar kind of time in the game, to be fair. I think it was 73 minutes. At Ellen Road, it was 78th minute, I think, last night, and you're thinking, gosh. And Leeds then peppered the Plymouth goal again, like they did for the whole of the game. They just couldn't get the winner. Joffrey hits the post, third time in the game that we've hit the woodwork in that situation, and it went to extra time. I think if Summerville had come on before extra time, I think we well before the 90-minute mark, I feel like we would have got the game sewn up because they were scared of him. They were scared of him. He was just different class last night. To be fair, he really turned the game for me in our favour. Well, turned the screw in terms of the scoreline. We were already, like I said, we were on top of that game, but he just gave us that little bit of cutting edge, which was great to see because I think that was his first goal since the Ipswich game, which must have been about 6 weeks ago now, obviously just before Christmas. So yeah, it was good to see him score a goal there, and it was classic Chris Summerville, wasn't it? Really, that one. To be fair, yeah. I mean, they had a chance to score, didn't they? Right at the end of the game as well. Well, it was a comfortable save for Meslier, but obviously midway, sort of. Well, was it the 8th minute of extra time? This one happens.
Case is on here for Hardy. Hardy has Cooper in front of him. He's in. Oh yes, Summerville with a superb finish, and he made it for himself, and he put it up in the top corner.
Yeah, so sorry, he got that Hardy chance there just at the end where Meslier saved, and then it's Summerville dancing into the box. They didn't want to tackle him, obviously. Curls it into the top corner for 2-1, and that's the deadlock broken. Then you're thinking, yeah, we're comfortable, we're nice here, we're going to win the game. It got better for Leeds. It got better and better and better for Leeds in the last knockings, obviously. Obviously, then Jorginho Rutter is found by Summerville. Bamford nicks the ball up deep into the Plymouth half. Passes to Summerville. Summerville finds Jorginho Rutter, and he puts it in for 3-1.
Summerville into the edge of the penalty area. Summerville tees it up for Jorginho. Surely Leeds now are going through to the next round of the FA Cup.
Yeah, so it was a nice finish in off the post, and then you're thinking, yeah, here we are, we're through now. To rub salt in the Plymouth wounds, it looked like Gruev had got his first goal. And just a word on Ilya Gruev, I thought he was fantastic last night. Difficult game to play, like it was said about the conditions. Gruev bossed it, and he has done for the last few games. Looking like Busquets in there for Barcelona, wasn't he? Just yeah, very calm, very collected, won the ball back nicely. Nice, easy passes. And I see as well the Leeds United social media team has jumped on the bandwagon with Don't Kill the Gruev, which as Leeds United has been coining this song. I think it's Kylie Minogue. I'm going to look silly if it's not, but I think it's Kylie Minogue. Don't Kill the Groove. Yeah, Leeds fans have been jumping on the bandwagon with this. Don't Kill the Gruev. I've seen the Leeds United social media team have jumped on the bandwagon as well, with a montage of the lads celebrating and that song going on in over the top of that. Gruev was fantastic. I thought he'd scored directly from the corner, but it did come off Hardy, the Plymouth striker's head for an own goal. Obviously, didn't matter at that point. We'd won the game, and we'd come away and avoided a potential banana skin game. Really, obviously, we've got to go there to Plymouth in about 10 days' time, haven't we? So it gives them confidence that they can go and win there as well. Because Plymouth were on very, very good form, actually very good form. So yeah, it was a good win, really good win. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments there below, and let me know your thoughts on the tie. Can we go there and upset Chelsea? I don't see why not. I think we can definitely. We definitely got a chance. I mean, they can destroy us on the day like they have done Villa, tonight. But yeah, why not? Let me know your thoughts in the comments there below. Anyway, did you go to Plymouth as well? Long way down and long way back, wasn't it? Probably, but well worth it when we win 4-1, isn't it? Definitely. Let me know your thoughts in the comments there below. Like and subscribe to the channel if you want to. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.